Welcome everybody. We're gonna take 10 UFC posters and use AI to extend them and do weird stuff. So the first one we have is Frankie Edgar versus Korean Zombie. It's kind of like a classic throwback style. It's throwing back a style to like the early boxing years, like 30s, 40s, 50s. There's actually an example of them doing this otherwise with Frankie Edgar and Uriah Faber when they fought in Manila. But let's give this one a go. It's really color blocked, very contrasty, so let's see what it does. Based on the last video, you know what we're doing. We're just having fun with the AI. Next time we're going to rank posters. Oh, that's not cool. That's kind of cool. I think a lot of what we're gonna get here is a lot of flat, unusual like photo design coming out of this. Like what's going on over here? It did his arm pretty well, because as you can tell, not really his arm. But let's check the third one. That one also did well. It kind of looks like Thai writing, if you know what Thai script looks like. It's not exact, obviously, but it kind of feels inspired. Same with up here. Let's keep going. Okay, so that one, kind of a blow off. This one's kind of cool. Not sure what's going on here. And then this one. Both of them did his shoulder pretty well. They gave him a tattoo here. Here, no tattoo. Here, tattoo. It's like a girl screaming. I don't know. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Not opposed to this one. I think that one was fun. Let's go to this one, because we're gonna get a lot of like very cropped photos of faces and bodies. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the AI creates their bodies, if it even recognizes it's their body. So let's go here. Oh, I did it uneven. This may not look right. As you can tell, it's slightly more on the right side, but we're having fun. This is YouTube. Oh my goodness. It like made his arm. Look at like, I think that you have to come in a little bit. The feathering is causing a problem with Photoshop. The AI is like seeing enough of the feather and it thinks that the white is a part of the image when it's just feathering it out for some reason. I think I have mine set to 4 pixels, but this one, it's still bad, but this is hilarious. He's doing this kind of, right? You see it? It added all this. It did a really good job here. It made his shoulder kind of far away, but it's kind of romantic. He's looking at him like that. He doesn't look like he's looking at Rob. Rob looks clearly like he's looking at him. It's like a lost lover kind of thing. This didn't go off so well. It added a little bit of a hand or 2 hands. I don't know what's going on. It tried here, but look, it did some weird script font, some like Thai font. Yeah, whatever. It did a really good arm here. Whoa, look at that. That one's even better. It's still so romantic though. The AI is feeling a little... You know what I'm talking about. The AI kind of wants this to happen. I think we can all agree that'd be okay with us. Like that'd be a cute couple, right? A cute couple, yeah. What happened here? I don't know, but I love this. I love this. I love that it keeps trying to make it to where he's like looking off. Israel, why couldn't we be friends? Something like that. Okay, let's see what the third one is. Did it make like a mini fridge right here? What did it do? What is this? This one's kind of sucks. The other two rocked in comparison. I don't know what's going on with this one. So let's go through those real quick again. Pretty good, pretty solid. I like that one. Love that one. It's so romantic. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Wait, is that in the original one? That one is. This is original. This is not, but this is fantastic. I love this one. This one was fun. GSP versus Diaz. It is not just one of the best UFC posters, it's one of the best MMA posters. And the reason is because it's clearly inspired by old Japanese posters, like Pride, like Dream, like how Ryzen makes them now. It's clearly inspired by Japanese MMA poster design, and we're gonna make a video about that as well. Old MMA poster design, Japanese poster design, Pride, which we all know had some of the most abstract, unusual, and inspiring posters. But yeah, kind of a rant, but it was fantastic. If you were there when it happened, fantastic build-up fight. Not so much, but that doesn't matter. This is about posters. It's so much paying an homage to that, and just straight up love the old UFC logo and the Exigence period. If you remember that, they're still around. I think they got sold and rebought or something. They're around, but I love this. It's so corny to me these days, but this poster design is fantastic. Let's see what it does to his head. This is gonna be funny. Let's see how much of his body it adds. I have no idea what this is gonna do. There's enough cropping going on that it could be chaos. So we're gonna have to come in, remember, a little bit more than we want to, so it doesn't think the white is a part of it. Just enough. Okay, so yeah, we're generating the fill. Kinda like it. It kind of extended it, and it kind of looks like from here down, like below his brow, he's underwater, and then above it, he's out of water. Like he's a giant peeking out of the ocean or something. I kind of love that. Down here, it really didn't do anything. It just like gradiented. If you were looking for like a graphic design AI, this kind of did like a cool thing. It's not great, but I love the lighting it added. Look at the lighting. It's clearly recognizing this lighting and used it in a cool way. I'm okay. The hair's not perfect, but like the proportions are great. This looks like his forehead. He's got a forehead like that. It interpreted pretty well. Banger right there in that regard. It made Nate Diaz bald and it like postered it in. I don't know what made it like a sun thing here. Like, gosh, what the is going on? Oh, let's see the third one. It like added a city skyline down here, kind of like shapes that resemble it. They did the same light thing. Gave him like Skrillex balding hair instead, like a part. Oh, you know who it looks like? It looks like the bad guy from The Fifth Element. It kind of is giving bad guy from The Fifth Element. If we're being honest, not so good though. The best one is definitely this one. This one is like actually kind of sick. I don't know. This is one of my favorite ones. I think the poster design is it's doing a lot better than just the photos were, because there was a lot more going on in the photos, generally speaking, but I'm really liking it. Next poster. Oh, this one's not gonna go off well, I think. There's potential, but I don't think so. So let's extend, wait, why isn't it letting me? Oh, wrong button. Let's extend down. Let's just extend everywhere, because this one is like, there's not one thing. I have a feeling it's not gonna work out. So we're gonna crop in a bit more, because I also wanna keep out of that black area, so it doesn't think that there's like a black line there. Select inverse. But as you can tell, it was a very cool poster design, very comic booky. They commissioned this one. I love it. It's really unique. We have another one that we're gonna do later that's like this, but I loved it. Oh my gosh, what did it do here? It looks like we're in a sandcastle parade of chaos. Looks like a child drew this part. Like it kind of looks like a child drew a lot of it, like out of the main area. Like I don't, it looks like he's melting. Yeah, looks like he's melting. They're all melting. I don't know what's going on the right. Like ancient civilization kind of thing. I had a feeling this might happen. It kind of is trying to blend out things, which I like this. It recognizes, you know, the like the glowing outward spiral. I don't know what not a spiral, but you know what I mean. It's trying to do that. It's recognizing that. But besides that, it's like there's just bits and pieces of body parts. Looks like this might be like a giant statue of some kind. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but I like that it recognized that. It's showing me something. The later versions of this are gonna be really cool. What on earth is this guy? What is going on? What is going on here? Yeah, this one didn't work out. We did it real quick. Not the best. Let's move on. Not this one. See, this is another illustrated design that I love, but my hopes are not high that it will do well here. It's gonna probably do something with the flags, and it's gonna recognize the line art design, and it might notice these like light beams, these god rays, if you will. Let's see what it does. This is Aldo Mendez too, because if you remember the first fight, Mendez got screwed because Aldo illegally grabbed the fence and knocked him out. Great knockout, but cheating. This was the second fight where they had one of the greatest fights of all time. And you know what? This is one of the few examples where extended and it kind of works. It made the flags bigger. You would have to like recrop in, but it extended some to where it's kind of cool. Look here. So the whole bottom of the stadium part gets added here. It looks kind of weird, but if you crop like here, let me zoom in. If you crop down here, it's kind of cool. I don't know what it's doing at the very bottom, but I was right. It got the God rays really good. The God rays are really good. Look at that. The God rays are fantastic on this. Boom, 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 boom. It kind of changes hair a little bit. Boom, boom. The flags are pretty good. It recognized that's the Brazilian flag because it added the triangle here, which is interesting. And it extended the flag really well here. That's actually surprising. Wow, and it matched the design. This is one of the better ones. I'm not sure why it did so well. This is kind of cool. I'd actually mix this with the other one. I think it did the Brazilian flag even better on this one. I'm not sure about this side, it's okay, but this side I think well actually it's less accurate because the yellow shouldn't go that far, but I like the way it painterly did it. It's more similar to the art in the poster. Now let's see what it did on this one. Okay, it made it look like the American flag has like these lines that warp down real crazy here. Again, God rays, cool. Added texture, that's just like, it studied a lot of posters. But it did the God rays, again, not as well. Kind of looks weird, but overall, it did a good job on all of them. But I think, let me go to the first one real quick. I think that one like truly just extended the current poster design and it did something kind of interesting. Nothing crazy, but this is one of those ones that if you presented this with just a little bit of work, like from the extension, if you needed that aspect ratio or that size, whatever. Let's move on. This is an old school one, UFC 100. I don't remember how old this is now, but as you can tell, Brock Lesnar's the champ. This is, I believe, his rematch with Frank Mir, because he's the champion here. So this is an old one, and as you can tell, very dated, but that makes it fun. It's gonna probably be a massacre of bad design, whatever this does, but I'm going to enjoy it. Oh my God, there's a demon hugging Brock Lesnar. Oh my God. Oh my God, what is, it looks like that Bisping has a claw now. It kind of got the background of the UFC poster down really, so extended that really well. It extended whatever background they were working with in the original poster. No idea what's going on down here. Added a demon, like tag team demon to Brock Lesnar. Like a devil golem, if you will. And it gave him like this weird arm thing. What is that? What is he wearing? What is going on? But yeah, I think it did a good job up here. Let's see what it did in the next one. Again, it added a person to both sides now, so we have an extra fight now. Again, did a good job with the background poster, or the texture or whatever background behind the text. I love this, right? For the new made up fight, it added a new made up text that doesn't even really look like text, but it tried. So we got AI Golem 1 versus AI Golem 2 over here. Pretty good job. Oh my gosh, this looks like Brock Lesnar's like brother. And you got like some half-made human here, some humans down here, out of like the primordial soup of humanity down here. I don't know what's going on. Chaos. This one, other than primordial Brock Lesnar brother, I don't really love this one. The best one is definitely Demon Golem, I think. Demon Golem and Brock Lesnar, love that. And then Bisping with a claw, whatever this is, baseball glove, I don't know. And the background of this one, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Okay, this is just one of my favorite posters because it's like an interesting perspective, and I imagine photoshopping this must have been crazy because you had to take upward or bottom facing photos where you're looking up at these fighters, probably not all in the same place. Probably had to get a photographer, multiple photographers to get somewhat similar photos across different situations, different times, and then composited it all together. And you got this, and they did a pretty good job. It kind of looks video gamey, right? Like that actually straight up looks like Brock Lesnar's gaming avatar. And you know what? They might have to do that for some of these people. This is kind of cool. This is one of those situations where I think that like a talented Photoshop artist could use this AI, right? Because if you just give this to someone, right? You just give the Photoshop AI to someone, they might make one thing cool, but they'll never be able to like really use it for anything, at least not right now. Right now you take this, like, right? You could conceivably use what it's given you here with the extensions of everyone and extensions of the space and do something with it, which I think is cool. Like a bigger poster, you'd have to delete things, airbrush stuff out, erase, stamped, whatever. There's a lot you'd have to do, but it's like, what is this? This is cool. I like it. I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but very imperfect. It kind of added legs. It kind of looks like he's holding a belt here. Interesting. Let's see the next one. This one, I don't know. Maybe 20% of what I said of the last one could apply here, but kind of like this design. I don't know what's going on up there. It kind of made it look like it's in like there's a wall, like a room is ahead of you and you're looking up at it, because look, it's got like these angles. It's cool though. I think my favorite one, definitely, actually, no, I don't know. Probably this one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is the classic UFC 1 poster, the vintage, the classic UFC man on the globe with the ribbon logo. Let's extend this back. I am curious. There's a lot of color blocking in this one, a lot of simple shapes. There's a lot going on. I think the AI tends to do well with that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm reaching in that it does good with anything, but we're having fun, so who cares? MMA is too serious, and I'm tired of that. I mean, I hate brain damage. Come on, let's have fun and submit each other, you know what I mean? It kind of just added a border. It just added a yellow border and what looks like a Thai script at the top, kind of whack. It just added a background like it was in a 90s store. Better than the last one, I guess. You could use this more conceivably. What? Did I do something wrong? Let's generate again. All of them were bad. All of them were bad. Not a fan. Oh my goodness, I love this. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. I don't know how useful this is for anything back at the time. It is ridiculous. It's weird looking, but I'm enjoying it. I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, let's see what the next one is. it looks like a product design. Like you'd see like a poster for sale on Etsy, right? Like it's got like the drop shadow. If you were selling posters online, it's kind of works. But for what we're doing, it's not that cool. It's fun though. This one is just, I don't know where it got this, but I love that it made that. Whatever's going on in that AI brain, I'm a fan. Okay, this one is one of my favorite posters. Rhonda and Alexis Davis, really good jiu-jitsu as well. They just look really out of place. Like the lighting looks really weird. Like they added a glow. I don't know. I love this part from the, if you remove them, it's fantastic. I think it's like a 10 out of 10 poster. I love the concept. The execution is fantastic. I love it. They went a little patriotic and they did it well. But yeah, they just look out of place. Like they should have done them similarly, even though I know they're both Americans, but like something. I would have left them out of the poster entirely. There's gotta be something they could have done differently. But we're gonna extend it now. I'm sure it's gonna give the ladies legs. I wonder what it's gonna do with the heads up here. That's gonna be fun. This could go either way. I might try it again with just Chris and Lyoto Machida here. It's given like 80s sci-fi film. It kind of did something cool with their legs. It kind of looks like she's swimming with like grenades on a belt. Almost kind of have a hand there. She's like kicking kind of. Just put a border on their head, which is kind of whack. Don't know what that is. Maybe like a robot. Yeah, let's go to the next one. It kind of made them into one person, which is kind of, it used like their shoulders into like one man, which I kind of, it added hair. Oh my gosh, it gave them both kind of extended hair. Oh, wow. Honestly, the green doesn't make any sense other than this. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like how, look, she's got a gigantic hand and she's like placing it on something. She's got like an extra arm that turns into like a fluid simulation. Honestly, it's bad, but it's got like aspects that are kind of cool, right? I'm gonna leave it there for a second to take a look at. It's kind of cool. Let's look at the next one. No, I mean, did the shoulder thing again, but not as well. And then I don't know what that is. This is our last one. It's similar to the UFC 200 poster, which I believe is actually Daniel Cormier versus Jones 1, if I'm not mistaken. But I love that this one had a similar perspective. I'm sure they did something similar in the photography for it, which is kind of cool. This one is going to lead to some interesting AI ones, which is why I saved it for last. It's got potential. It could be garbage. It could be hot garbage, but I'm gonna try and actually center this one a little bit. That's close. It's generating. I like the colors. It's like very weird. It's like very much, it's very much a deviation for them. It turned them into space gods and I love it. Didn't do anything down here with him other than this. It remade text here. It kind of did a better job. It did a really good job with Daniel Cormier. Like relative, I mean, it made this arm do some weird, made another limb here. It kind of looks like he's like doing this, right? I think the first one was better. Because of him, he was pretty cool. Kind of did him some justice. No, second one's bad. Third one, it kind of gave him a leg. It's doing a really good job with the clouds. Cloud, space, pattern, organic patterns, it's seeming to do well with, because if you noticed earlier, it did a really good job with the UFC 100 background. So it's getting really good at noticing organic patterns. So imagine things with textures, with extending textures, like let's say concrete, some leaves, dirt, grass, things like that. This AI has a lot of potential for. And in poster design, right? In UFC posters, using it for that to extend this background and then using good Photoshop work to blend it is cool. Wait, is his hand in this or not? It did not a great job. It kind of looks like he has hand cancer, sadly. Jumanji warping here on him. Yeah, not good all the way, but I'm noticing clearly the organic patterns or something it's good at. But I'll run you through them real quick. I love the arm. I forgot about the arm. That was so funny. Did a good job here. This is still my favorite poster of the group we did. We're gonna do a ranking of posters. We're gonna do like posters on breakdowns. Do a lot of stuff with posters because not enough content is made about MMA and UFC posters. Because remember, we're gonna do it for UFC, MMA, Pride, Ryzen, Dream, Bellator. Bellator could do some more poster stuff. I think they're underrated in some ways, but they really do need to get wild with it. Here's another one. Here's the one with the organic textures. UFC 200, the weird UFC 1 thing. Let's leave it on the one I liked. Oh, is that the one I liked? No, it's that one. That's the one I liked. Weird hair. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you have ideas of what we should do next, let me know. More poster videos, more AI videos, all about MMA, jiu-jitsu, combat sports, more corny MMA clothes. As you can tell, we're gonna do a video on that, eBay search for the weirdest MMA gear. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one.